Welcome to the newest Yoast Built video. Thank you guys for all of those that have liked, commented, subscribed. We just hit 3,500 subscribers. So for the 3,500 subscribers, I ask you that you always share, like, comment, subscribe on all the videos. And for tonight, we're gonna do a little something different. So we are gonna do our first car review. Of course, for the first car review, we will be in the Daily Driver 2013 Nissan NISMO JUKE. So for all of you that are new to this channel, this is the Yoast Built Daily Driver. This is what I drive to all of the events. If you ever come out to an event and you see me or you see the car, just know I'm there somewhere. The mods that have been done to this, if you guys are new to the channel or don't know, it has Megan Racing coils, Swift spring upgrades, 18x9.5 raised wheels, 255 R888R tires. It has engine, racing technologies, intake pipe, hard pipes, full 3-inch exhaust. It also has 2J Racing, downpipe, second cat delete, and tune. This car is street tuned / dyno tuned on 19 pounds of boost. I currently have the fastest ET at 13.6. Nobody's even came close to it. So for the first car review, and from the last time you've seen the JUKE, the only thing I have changed is the tires. I am planning on going to the firm. I have never ran at the firm before, but this weekend I signed up for a track event at the firm. So what we just upgraded is the tires. 255/35 R888Rs. These are 10 inches wide. So 2,600 pound car, 10 inches of tire at every corner. Should handle amazing. Let's get into some driving. Alright guys, so now that we're in the JUKE, let's hit the start button and let's get to
onions, savory 4-pepper mayo made with like.
Let's turn the radio off so you guys can actually hear me. Let me see. Boom, that makes it bright enough. Hopefully the light doesn't annoy you guys. So I want to give a huge shout out to all 3,500 subscribers. Going back through the YouTube analytics and starting this channel and just recently watching the old videos that I was making, I've become a lot more natural in camera. I have, of course, one up the video quality and everything. Got products, placement, clothing, you know, done a lot of things. So for the year 2020, the goal is to travel and make it to as many events as possible and take you guys with us. So I literally plan on making it to a couple of the streetcar takeovers, a couple Cletus in cars, pretty much everywhere I can make it. So if you guys have never been in a JUKE before, you have, at least in NISMO, you have 3 modes. You have normal mode, sport mode, and eco mode. They do absolutely nothing but change the way the throttle feels. If you put it in normal mode, let me roll the windows up to get rid of some of the noise, you literally have a normal feeling, slow electronic throttle. And if you put it in sport mode, of course, as fast as the throttle can respond. If you put it in eco mode, this car is very dangerous to drive in eco mode. It literally feels like it goes nowhere until it's in boost. This is a front-wheel drive model. They do come in all-wheel drive, but the all-wheel drives only come CVT. If you know anything about CVTs, you don't buy those because they are trash. Not a dig at Nissan, but the CVT transmission is trash. There's a lot of people on the JUKE forums and people on Nissan forums in general that have bought CVT models. And they'll be on their 4th or 5th CVT before they say the car is trash. Well, you should have known going into it that the CVT isn't going to last, especially on a performance model. I don't understand why they built a performance Nissan with a CVT. Doesn't make any sense. But the new 2020 JUKE doesn't offer a CVT, and it's only a 3-cylinder. But we cannot get it in the United States, so that's neither here nor there. We get the Nissan Kicks. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. Those things are 1.5 all motor, slow, in the way cars. So like I was saying, back to the YouTube thing, I started this channel about 1 year ago and actually took YouTube seriously. So, like, as a first car review, I'm going to be as transparent with all the reviews. Not going to BS you guys or anything like that. The JUKE is an amazing car for the price. It's a Nissan, so they're not valued very high. I actually purchased this for $14,000. It had 28,000 miles on it, which, if you realistically think about that, it was only a few years old and was already half price of what it was brand new for a Nissan performance model. That's rather okay depreciation for the miles it had. I have personally put a lot of miles on this thing. I've went through a lot of tire setups, a lot of brake setups. I've tried a lot of things to make the JUKE the best daily driver I can make it. I personally get around 31 miles to the gallon, and I just hit 91,000 miles in this thing. So that just shows you how much I enjoy this car and I drive it. I am literally 6 foot tall, or 5'11", and I weigh like 275 pounds. So I'm not a little guy, and I fit in this thing perfect. Like, I have room, boom, it has a great seating position. That is one thing I can say that's a positive thing about a Nissan JUKE. The seating position, you set high, you have a big windshield, and you can see everything. Now, the rear view mirror, the rear view, when you have the seats and everything in here, is very crossover. It's very subpar. It's very small in the back. That's kind of what a crossover is. But let's get to the really positive things about a JUKE. I literally have 3 performance-based bolt-ons. I have intake, all motors are air pumps, get more air in. I have exhaust, get more air out, and then I have tune. That's all you need. The JUKE literally gained 90 wheel horsepower with only 7 more pounds of boost with proper tuning. Why? You couldn't ask for more. For a 1.6 liter crossover to run mid-13s and still get 30 miles to the gallon, I can't ask for better. I've done 91,000 miles now. I have never had it break down on me. As long as I've done oil changes and everything, the oils always came out clean. I even pulled the intake manifold because I read online how the motors get sludged up and they have all these other issues. My motor has no chain slap on the timing chain, and my motor has no sludge in it. I pulled the intake manifold. It is perfectly clean. Now, as you guys see in most of the videos, I track the life out of this thing. I've probably done 300 drag passes. Went to numerous autocross events. I've traveled to Maryland. I've traveled to Pennsylvania. I've done Tell of the Dragon. So, as a daily driver, for the price, as a small crossover, or whatever market you want to put the JUKE in, it is an amazing car for the value. Like I said, I really couldn't ask for more. Being the first car review video on my channel, of course I wanted to star in my car, because this is basically what I will have to compare all other daily drivers. It is not meant to be the perfect performance car. It's not meant to be the perfect handling car. But in my setup, with the Megan coils, upgraded spring rates, and 10-inch wide tires all the way around it, it is actually scary when you can go around the corner at 120 miles an hour. This thing is kind of scary. It is very light, so with the rear stuff removed out of this thing, it does weigh 2,600 pounds. It is rather sketchy in the rain. It gets very slippery, hydroplane-like in the rain, especially on some R compounds. That is kind of one questionable thing about it. Another thing, as you probably heard the whole video, is the rear suspension is very loud. It has some weird, like, H single beam rear suspension. I had to remove all the rubber isolators with the coil upgrades to make it so I can actually preload the coil over, so the car wasn't super bouncy in the rear. With it being so light, I hate super bouncy rides. This thing rides amazing, besides the noise. I usually just turn the radio on, but because I'm talking to you guys, of course, I don't want to have the radio on, and for copyright reasons. So that is the basic review of my 2013 Nissan JUKE. I'm gonna get a startup video for you guys, and I'm gonna get some pull videos, put them in here somewhere in the editing, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Looking at YouTube analytics, about 90% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you do the simple math, we're at 3,500 subscribers, and 90% that watch my videos do not subscribe. So give a nice little thumbs up, notification gang, subscribe, like, leave a comment down below what you think about the Juke. If you guys have never seen one, ridden in one, or anything, if you guys ever meet me at a meet or anything, I will give you a ride. People always changes their opinion after they ride in it. Besides the rear suspension noise, which I created on my own by changing spring rates and changing the way everything was set up, people absolutely love it. Setting here at idle, you can barely hear it. It makes all the wonderful turbo noises. If you guys were wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie, it is 60 degrees in Florida, unlike normal. So, it is a little chilly out tonight, but the Juke loves the cold weather, you know, boost weather life. So, alright guys, second gear, 30 mile per hour roll. Alright, let's try that again without cops watching us. Until the next video, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Do everything you're supposed to do on YouTube. Until the next one.